Turnaround Service is a residential and Throughcare model of a justice service. We work with men who are involved in the justice system on community penalties, and their offending behaviour is interrelated with their problematic alcohol and drug use.
People come to Turnaround for many different reasons. There's never always just one reason.
The guys that I've referred, usually they're ready to come into a residential programme and they really want to come in, and the main aim is that they want to stay out of prison.
The nurse is responsible for the admission of the resident, so taking a full history of their health, their medications, really being the first person that they see when they come into the service.
When I first arrived here on Turnaround, I was very nervous, but once I got to know the staff and that and get shown around a bit, I was a bit at ease.
Being able to give that wee bit of sense of compassion for possibly the first time in somebody's life.
I think stigma is a big one for the guys when they come here, and we take that head on. We make a big focus on the person.
Particularly with mental health help as well, a lot of the time you need to be free from substance use before you can actually get an assessment for anything, and that's obviously having a massive impact. You can't get one without being free from the other. Near enough every resident we've had has experienced at some point.
We have a very structured programme within the service, so each morning they'll get themselves ready and come upstairs for breakfast. Following breakfast there are medication and health and wellbeing checks. 10:30 in the morning will be the morning group. That can be anything from discussing topics to do with addiction or more of the criminal justice side, behaviour side.
It's a kind of mixture of, I suppose, reflective learning and therapeutic support.
The group work programme really helps them to start changing their thinking, and then the behaviour change follows.
By the time the night comes, we do have fellowship meetings that come in, so we've got A and CA that come in. Apart from that, it's usually more time to just kind of socialise, go and play a bit of pool and just chat with peers, chat to staff. It's a full, busy, hectic day, but it's a nice day.
So they come here for a 6-week period, and the changes that I can see in particular is when you get that kind of one-to-one intensive support. A lot of guys really appreciate that. A lot of guys maybe haven't had that in the past.
There is a kind of transformation in kind of physically, mentally and kind of socially.
Usually a sense of humour is there, like their personalities come out a lot more, and you can actually see who the person is without their substance use, their alcohol use, or what it was specific to them is kind of taken away from them that time.
The transition back to the local authority in which the men live is supported through a Throughcare model.
The support that the people get before they come in and after they leave is really important. The Throughcare model promotes support. It gives them that personal opportunity to work and look at other community supports.
We're really getting them in a position where they're able to have a feel for what they're getting into and actually try and provide a bit of hope for people on their journey.
Turnaround can support a reduction in prison population through offering support and opportunity for change.
Cycle of reoffending can end, and we've seen it many times for people here at Turnaround, can end by wraparound support, providing hope, providing people with the tools that they can go back to the community and they can avoid the pitfalls that took them to alcohol and other drugs use in the first place.
I think they've got a very good reputation, and I think that's basically because we have really good results.
So I know that the Turnaround model is highly regarded where justice social work partners in particular.
Feedback that I get from a lot of our partner agencies is that we need more of Turnaround. Is there any more availability in terms of space?
Turnaround's different because they seem to understand that, you know, people are living really chaotic lifestyles where they're using drugs and alcohol. They're in an environment that's making them use drugs and alcohol and causing them to offend, so it's really difficult for them to stabilise in the community.
If they didn't come to Turnaround, go through our 6-week programme, they would be just left there to go in that cycle. So it would be drugs, alcohol, criminality, in jail, back out again, and it's just a vicious circle.
The other quite alarming bits of feedback we get from people are saying that they might be dead if they indeed didn't access the service.
It provides an alternative to custody for guys who are, you know, so entrenched in their drug and alcohol use and offending behaviour. I think prison is just so expensive, and there's evidence that people who use drugs and alcohol or who have drug and alcohol dependency, prison doesn't work for them.
It's a privilege to come into work every day, and the fact that we can make a difference to someone's life and in an extension make a difference to the wider community.
I've never been in a service like this. The rest of the ones I've been in, that meant nothing to me. I mean, I've been in hundreds of other rehabs and no this. Nothing's compared to this.